Hello everybody, it's me, Mr. Demon to you, and in today's video, I am doing a Creepypasta tier list. I just kind of wanted to do this because, to kind of bring, the Creepypasta heyday back to my channel. Just kind of revisiting that whole Creepypasta thing I did with my channel, because it's been forever since I, done genuine Creepypasta content, and I just kind of wanted to bring it back a little bit. Maybe some of it. Maybe just this one video. I don't know. But anyway, let's begin. Number 1, Binge Rounded. And for this character, or rather the story, because it's not really a character, I don't think, I'm going to give it an S rank. There was clear effort put into the story. It was amazing. Obviously, I don't remember every little detail about the story because, it's several paragraphs long. It's probably damn near a chapter book worth just of a story right here. It's a good story. Clear effort went into the story. Only real complaint is if you haven't played Majora's Mask like me, there's some things that don't make sense. But it's a video game creepypasta about a very specific video game, so that's a whatever to me. Next we have Bloody Painter. It's not a bad character. The story wasn't horrible. It's just kind of a average character to me. It's not really one of my favorites or one of my most hated. I'm just gonna give this one a C tier, the average ranking. And then next we have Candy Pop. I read the original story. I liked it. It was pretty good. It was a fairly unique idea, and for that I'm gonna give it a B tier. Not only that, but the character had a fairly different design. It's a design I haven't really seen. It's kind of out there, which isn't a bad thing. So just let's give it a B tier. Next we have Clockwork, a more infamous character in the community. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know how to rank this one. I feel like if it would have been written in a different way, it would have been a really good character. It just feels like a wasted potential right here. I'm just gonna put this one at D tier. So, yeah. Next we have Eyeless Jack. Similar to Clockwork, it just kind of feels like wasted potential because, the author wrote the original story and then, from what I'm aware, they never did anything with the character again. So it just kind of feels like wasted potential that could have been turned into something good, but, they never ended up doing anything with it. However, I still do like the idea of the character and all that, but because, nothing was really done with the character, I'm just gonna have to put it at average ranking. Next, we have Louis the Killer. It's kind of a part of the whole the killer thing. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care for it. I'm just gonna put it at horrible ranking. Because the killer cliche in the community is just so unoriginal. It doesn't help that it's literally Jeff the Killer's brother as well. It's just unoriginal. Next we have Jane the Killer. There was a whole thing with it. With, Mr. Angry Dog was the character, or the creator of the character. And apparently somebody took his character and wrote an unofficial origin, but that wasn't the real origin, and then the actual creator wrote an actual origin. There's a whole thing behind it that I don't care to get into. But again, to me, it's just a part of the whole the killer thing all again. I really just don't care for the character. I'm just gonna put it at D tier. Because again, it's a part of the whole the killer cliche in the community. And I just don't care for that. Next, we have Jason the Toymaker. I like this character. The story wasn't horrible, I don't think. Fairly unique idea, similar to Candy Pop. I'm gonna put this one at B tier. I like it, but it's good. Next, we have Jeff the Killer, the most infamous character in the community. Probably. Don't quote me on that. How should I rate him? It's objectively a bad story, and it's not very good. However, I can still find enjoyment in the story, kind of ironically a little bit, but I can still find some enjoyment about it. just because it's objectively bad doesn't mean, you can't find at least some enjoyment in it. And for that, I'm just going to give it a D tier, or, I'm really pressed between D and F. I'm just going to give it a D tier. I would give it an F tier because of the sole fact that it started off the killer thing in the community, but yeah, that's whatever. I'm just gonna leave it there. Next we have Laughing Jack. Don't really have any strong feelings on this character or the story. Just feels like another kind of average creepypasta story. Whole evil imaginary friend. I'm pretty sure, characters like Mr. Widemouth and all that existed beforehand. I'm not trying to hate on the character, but the whole imaginary friend that's actually evil thing has been done before and it's been done better. I'm just gonna give it an average ranking. Next we have Laughing Jill. If I'm not wrong, this one was just a parody character made by Snuff. He just kind of wrote it as like, a joke, probably poking fun at the killer thing where there's all these unoriginal characters. But I'm pretty sure this one's a parody character, so I'm just gonna give it a no ranking. Next we have Lulu. This one for me, dog, it's just really an average ranking. Don't really have any strong feelings for the character. It's not a horrible character. It's fairly unique. I think it's pretty unique. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it average, or not D, average. I said. Next we have the Jeff the Killer fangirl. I cannot remember the character's name. Again, horrible tier, completely unoriginal. Yeah, it's a part of the killer thing in the community and all that. And it felt, from what I can tell, they tried to go with like a whole Harley Quinn Joker aspect thing, but it just didn't work. It's just meh. Again, the killer cliche, you just can't get me to like it. Next we have Nurse Anne. I mean, from what I'm aware, this character doesn't even have a story, and if she does, it's not in English, from what I know anyway. So I really just have to go based off if I even like the character. I like the whole, Silent Hill-esque design. Some people would say that's kind of generic, but I mean, I don't hate it. I'm just gonna give it an average ranking, because I haven't seen the character's full potential yet. Sally Williams, this character kind of has a fucked up story. I don't like reading it. So I'm just gonna give this character a no ranking. No. And then next we have the Skintaker. It's from Candle Cove. This character feels kind of weird to be in this list. I can't really explain why. Like, I know why, but it's a pain in the ass to explain. Because, this technically isn't a character. It was from, like, a children's show that didn't actually exist, blah, blah, blah. But since it's from Candle Cove and I like that story, and it's just an absolutely amazing story, and the Skintaker, for a children's show anyway, can be relatively creepy, I'm going to give it an S ranking. Because, the whole Skintaker thing, it did feel kind of like it would be some weird fucked up kids show, and it did feel kind of realistic. Next we have Slender Man, literally the face of Creepypasta. I would give him an S ranking, but at this point, Slender Man in the community is just so overdone, overseen, and all this, that I'm just gonna give it an A tier. I don't hate the character, but again, it's just meh. It's been overdone so much, I don't care for it anymore. Next, we have Suicide Sadie, kind of similar to Sally, has a fucked up story and all that. I'm just gonna give Suicide Sadie an average ranking. Next, we have Tiki Toby. Apparently there was a whole thing in the community where the creator got a lot of hate, I'm pretty sure, and a lot of the fans would make up a bunch of fake facts that weren't true about the character, and it's this whole issue with the creator and all that, blah blah blah. It's a huge thing, and apparently Tiki Toby's story isn't canon anymore. It's a huge thing, and it's just wow. However, I didn't think the original story, was horrible. I found some enjoyment in it, so for that, it's gonna get B tier. And then next we have Zero. I used to like the character. I don't really care for it anymore. I'm just gonna give this character a C ranking. It definitely has its flaws. Um, kind of reminiscent of Laughing Jack, the whole imaginary friend thing. It's been done before, but it's been done slightly better. But I do like the general concept. There are some relatively unique ideas about the character. It kind of branches out from the whole, you know, killer that uses a kitchen knife bullshit and all that. But yeah. And then these last couple characters are repeats, and these two characters I don't know. That is my creepypasta ranking. If you enjoyed, drop a like, and if you want to see me slowly, make creepypasta on my channel, have a return, let me know. And I'll see you guys later.